Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Dr. Rhonda M. Lawson, and I am back with a new episode of the Horizons Author Lounge. And I'm really excited tonight because tonight I am announcing the winners of the 8th and ninth grade essay contest. And I know you like, Rhonda, you're doing a lot. You just announced winners a couple weeks ago. You're absolutely right, I did. But I told you before that this is going to be the best Black History Month literary weekend we have ever had. This is our 9th year, and we're just going to continue to keep doing it big. So now the 8th and ninth grade essay contest is something that I've been doing almost since the beginning of the event. I've been doing this for a very long time. I think the first essay contest that we had was the second year of the 8th and ninth grade, of the Black History Month Literary Weekend. So we've been doing it ever since then. And even during the COVID years, we still gave away an essay contest prize. In fact, we actually increased the prize. It used to be $100. And we know how things are. Kids, they need so much more support and so much more motivation that we increased the prize from $100 to $300. And I hope that we continue to move up. I'd like to make this a $500 essay contest. But for right now, this is a $300 contest, and both the winner of the eighth grade part of the contest and the winner of the ninth grade part of the contest both get $300. But this year we actually had a runner up because for the eighth grade, the judges were so torn. She's like, I wish we could give both of them the same prize. And unfortunately, we couldn't do that. So I'm going to tell you, the eighth grade part of the contest was super, 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 super close. But we do have a winner in both categories. So, and we do have a runner-up. So without any further ado, I do want to announce the ninth grade winner. And I'm starting with the ninth grade winner because unfortunately we were not able to get this student's picture, but I wanted to make sure that he was able to get the shine that he deserved. So I'm just pulling up his name right now. So without any further ado, I keep saying I'm going to get that drum roll sound effect because it just feels like we need a drum roll sound effect when we do this. But without any further ado, I am going to announce the winner of the ninth grade level of the eighth and ninth grade essay contest. I'm very proud of this young man. I talked to his teacher. He put a lot of thought into his essay, and he wanted to make sure that he taught the judges something. And I think that's amazing because I learned something reading it, and the judges learned something reading his essay. So congratulations to Akari Holland from Lackey High School in Faulkner, Maryland. Congratulations. I'm super proud of you. Thank you for taking the time to do this because you didn't have to do this. This wasn't for a grade, but you did it anyway. I mean, you could have not done the essay and you would still have passed your classes for it. I heard you're a great student. So, yes, I will get that sound effect one of these days. But from what I hear, you are a great student, and I'm very, very proud of you for taking part in this essay contest. So what I do, okay, I just got a cheering. Yes, I just got a cheering sound effect. Thank you very much. But Akari, if you have not come to the eighth to the jazz brunch yet, if you've not gotten your ticket, this is the time to get your ticket because Akari will be reading his essay at the jazz brunch. I'm so excited. You guys have got to hear that. I'm not even giving you any details about it. I just want to congratulate Akari for what he's done and what he continues to do, because this young man is going to go places, I'm quite sure. Oh, okay. So we got sound effects now, y'all. So we're going to use these sound effects because I'm about to announce the 8th grade winner. So without any further ado, I'm going to first announce the runner up. I'm going to announce the runner up. And the runner up will receive $150. So, oh, wait, babe, you got to do this for me. I can't do it. This is why I have Daniel. So, okay. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and announce the 8th grade run up. So Daniel, go ahead and bring that picture up if you can find it. I know we got a lot going on over here. There we go. Congratulations to Tamiria Kirsch from Picayune Junior High School. All right, so I'm excited because Tamiria is way out in Mississippi, as you can tell, and she found out about this contest and she took the time to write a wonderful essay. I'm going to tell you, this was another one where the students, or excuse me, where the judges were like, wow, she taught me something. I didn't know that. And one of the judges was like, I am torn. I do not know which one to choose. That's how close this contest was. And when a contest is this close, I cannot, in good faith, say that we can't recognize both students. So I want to congratulate you, Tamiria. I wish you could be with me here in the DC area. However, even though you are not going to be here in DC, we are sending you a Zoom link. You are still going to read your essay for the jazz brunch. So the people are still going to be able to give you your flowers. You're going to hear the applause. Everybody is going to see you. I hope that doesn't make you too nervous. We have a wonderful, wonderful, very supportive audience. And many of the people who are going to be at the brunch are actually on this call right now. So they're all excited for you. Congratulations to Miriam. I hope one day I get to meet you. I did see, I believe your counselor is on the call. Dr. Rohn is on the call right now. And he just wished you a congratulations. I wish you a congratulations. In fact, everybody watching the show wishes you a congratulations. So if you are coming to the Ivory and Cream Affair, please make sure that you stay through the whole thing so you can hear Tamiria read her essay, because you don't want to miss this. Now, without any further ado, I'm about to announce the winner of the 8th grade portion of the 8th and 9th grade essay contest. And I'm going to tell you, this young lady brought it. I had no idea about the history that she gave us. So I was excited to read it. And not only was I excited to read it, I was so impressed with the way she arranged her essay, the way she wrote it. You can tell she put a lot of thought into it. And I want to thank you for that. In fact, all of the students put a lot of thought into what they were doing. And I was really happy to see that. I was so glad to see kids taking this very seriously. So without any further ado, I am ready to announce the winner of the 8th grade portion of the 8th and 9th grade essay contest. So congratulations to Ava Belcher from Unity Braxton Middle School in Manassas, Virginia. Woo! I hope you can hear this applause, y'all. Let me see. Wait, play it again. Congratulations, Ava. Um, I'm telling you, you wrote an excellent essay. Oh, my hair just all over the place. I got that excited. Oh well, you know. Oh, I just did it again. But no, I am very excited for both of these young ladies and the young man who won the ninth grade portion of the essay contest. You guys really brought it, and you wanted to make sure that you taught us something, and I want to thank you for that. This was a really really beautiful contest. Like I said, if you have not gotten your tickets for the Ivory and Cream Affair, now is the time to do it, because between now and 10 p.m. Eastern Time tonight, this is what, February 10th? Yeah, between now and 10 p.m., you will be able to get your tickets for $10 off. I am making the code go live right now. All you have to do is type in the word Horizons in the promo code, and you will get $10 off of your ticket. So y'all need to go ahead and take advantage of this. Please come out to the Ivory and Cream Affair and support these wonderful kids. You can see that they put their heart and souls into their work, and it is up to us. I know we feel like we made it already. We got our degrees, but when we support our kids and when we pour into them, that makes them want to continue to go further. It makes them want to keep striving. So I ask you guys, please come out to the Ivory and Cream Affair Literary Jazz Brunch and support these young people. And not only will you be supporting the eighth and ninth grade essay contest winners, you're also going to be supporting the winners of the For the Culture Book Awards. And we announced those people last week, but if in case you need a reminder, because I know a couple of them are on the call tonight, thank you. Third place was Mark Beausejour. Congratulations. Second place was Corey Davis. I'm, I'm telling you, he brought it with that book. And our number one winner is Miss Malika Stevely. And all three of these authors are going to be at the Ivory and Cream Affair Jazz Brunch. Woo! I know y'all think I'm crazy, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm very, very proud of everybody who just brought it. And I'm telling you, I was not a judge. I really asked other people to be judges because I knew a lot of these people and I did not want to have any bias whatsoever. So I found an independent panel of judges to judge the For the Culture Book Awards. And it was hard for them. And one of the judges said that the authors had her in a chokehold. She could not stop reading. I had another one that said all of these books are good. It was really hard to choose a winner. And that just goes to show that the state of the literary industry is in great hands. And so I respect all of you. My hat goes off to all of you. Thank you for putting your time and your effort into your craft. And thank you for supporting our young people, because our young people who are about to get awarded for the 8th and ninth grade essay contest, those could be our authors of tomorrow. They could be writing the next bestseller. But it's because of you that they'll keep going. And I've said this on the show quite a few times, that if your child has a dream of being a part of the arts, they want to be a creative, it is not up to us to tell them not to. It is not up to us to say, you ain't gonna make no money being an author. You need to go get a real job. You can get a real job and still be an author and still pour into your craft and still pour into creativity. I do it. I have a good government job. I do. I love my job. But that doesn't mean that I'm not an author. It doesn't mean that I'd stop pouring into our youth and reaching back. And this is what I ask all of you all to do. Continue to reach back and support the young people who are coming up behind us because they need that support. They need that encouragement and motivation. For those of you who have been a part of the Black History Month Literary Weekend before, you may not realize the impact that you made on those kids, or maybe some of you do know the impact that you made on those kids, but they ask for you. They get excited when they know that you're coming. Some of them may not have gotten that encouragement to keep pouring into the arts, but because of you, they know that they can do it. So thank you to all of the authors who are a part of the Black History Month Literary Weekend. I cannot wait to see you all on the 22nd. For those of you who don't know what the Black History Month Literary Weekend is, this is a weekend where we celebrate literacy, we celebrate our history, and we have a good time and we make it fun. So we have a number of different events. Our first event is the Books and Wine event, which will be taking place at Urban Grape, DC. Urban Grape is a Black-owned winery in DC. They just celebrated 1 year in business, and they have really embraced being a part of this city. They actually came here from Boston. Did I sound like a Boston person when I said that? I said Boston. They actually their first location is in Boston. They decided to come to DC, and they have been so supportive of the city since opening in DC 1 year ago. Then, like I said, they just celebrated 1 year. So we thank them for embracing us and allowing us to be a part of their history. We are going to be having a Black History Month celebration at their winery. And not only will you meet Black authors, some amazing Black authors, but you will also be able to sample Black-owned wine brands. So you really need, I would tell you you need to be here, but this event is actually at capacity already. We have 150 people who have RSVP'd, and the winery has also invited folks. So we're going to have a nice turnout for this Books and Wine event. So if you didn't reserve your ticket, you can try to come, but it might be a little too late. Now, this is taking place on February 20th. This is how we are kicking off the weekend. On February 21st, we are going to be visiting 2 schools in Bowie, Maryland, and then we are having a free writers workshop and a meet and greet on February 21st. Come out and meet the authors. You can purchase a book. You can donate a book to Books Breaking Borders. So we want you to be there at this event as well. We will have the collection box. You can purchase the book from the authors and put it into the collection box, or you can bring some books from home and put those in the collection box. But our goal is to collect 100 books to donate to Books Breaking Borders. But not just that, like I said, it's a free writers workshop. We are going to be there to talk to you about the literary industry. All of the authors that you see on your screen right now will be there, along with our For the Culture Book Award winners and our special guests, Nalena Kai and Black Panther member, Dr. Regina Jennings. They will, we've taken over that poor little Barnes and Noble. We're taking over. So you definitely want to make sure that you're there for this event on February 21st. It's the Barnes and Noble bookstore in the Bowie Town Center. And then on February 22nd, it's our signature event, the Ivory and Cream Affair. This is where you're going to meet the For the Culture Book Award winners. This is where you're going to meet the 8th and 9th grade essay contest winners. This is where you're going to experience Braincore Entertainment. And when I tell you they plan on bringing it, they plan on bringing it. 2 45-minute sets. That's how much they plan on bringing it. We're going to jam. We're going to jam. And our guest host will be none other than comedian Christopher Columbus. He is the founder of the Greek Comedy Tour, and he is my fraternity brother, a really great friend. He will be there to host the event. So we're about to bring it, y'all. I don't think you really want to miss this. So that's why I said go ahead and get your tickets now. Go to the link. The link is in the chat. I think Daniel put the link in the chat already. The link is in the chat. Put in promo code Horizons and you will get $10 off of your ticket. And yes, we do have table options and we have VIP options. So you need to be a part of this. So now, without any further ado, I'm going to bring on Miss, I'm about to call you Dr. Jones, girl.
Say it, boo. Say it. I receive it. I receive it.
Yes. Come on with the afro.
Okay. I said I was going to do something different this February.
I'm loving it. So for those of y'all who don't know, Shartia Love Jones is one of our featured authors. This is her third straight year being a part of the Black History Month Literary Weekend. And she is my beloved sorority sister. I met her when at the National Black Book Festival when she asked Omarion that crazy question and then started doing the dance with it.
Yes, I did. I made him laugh, girl. I made him laugh.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Well, welcome to the show, sis.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Well, it's a pleasure having you. So, like I said, this is your third year participating in this event. Why do you keep coming back?
Well, it's a blue TIFO event. Let's just say that. You're my soror and I love you so much. No, but seriously, it's really a beautiful experience. Every time that I come, I receive something different. I learn something. And as an educator, I love to inspire others, but I also love to learn. And so just being challenged and, having to move and grow and manipulate in specific moments. Like I'll never forget the event when we got off the plane and we had to get right to a classroom.
Yes.
And we thought we were about to relax.
And y'all did that. I saw your picture and y'all were just totally into it. You had the kids cheering and everything.
Yes.
I mean, that was beautiful.
It was. Hey, Mark. And yeah, it was actually phenomenal. And then, going to the different schools and inspiring the scholars and meeting the different authors and, just, the fashion show, the information, the intelligence, the brilliance, Black excellence all over the room. It's amazing. You really have cultivated a culture of excellence with this event. And so every year, I press to do my best to get there. And I have just been impressed each and every year.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And I try to make every year a little bit better. So I think last year was a little better than the year before. This year, it's going to be a little better than last year. I try to make it a treat, especially for those of you who come out more than once. I want to make sure that it always feels a little bit different each time you come.
I love that. And it does, and that's what life is about. It's a learning and growth experience. And so each time when you do something different and you figure out, okay, this worked, that didn't work. This worked, that didn't work. I want to add this. I want to change that. Like, that's what it's all about. And you do so many things and you wear so many hats. So hats off to you, soror, who, you even keep us informed about what's really going on. Like, did y'all really see what happened during that Super Bowl? I don't know if y'all really internalize the message. Like, you keep us up to speed.
I'm trying to tell y'all.
Man, you keep us in the know, honey. And, you've served our country, salute to you. You do so many awesome things. And so in the sacrifices that people can make to show up for you, to let you know that you're doing a great thing, that is, those are the spaces that we can fit in and squeeze in and let you know that the things that you're doing matter.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And sometimes it's hard and you like, is it worth doing all of this? And, especially when you're in the midst of putting everything together and, because you do your events and I know you support Shanitha with a lot of things that she does,
Mhm.
but then you also host events. So you
Yes.
have a lot going on as well.
I do. I literally ran from a training to get to this meeting. And the reason why I was like, oh my gosh, I'm trying to hurry up is because I had to stuff my face real quick and get to it. And I made it. And yes, I'm a motivational speaker, published author. You know, my newest book, my baby just dropped. I'm so excited. She's
Yes, tell us
official.
about it.
Oh my gosh. So pre-releases went out in September, and God was very specific with me about this project. So I had to be very specific. So even though it could have gone forward the way that it was supposed to originally, I was like, no, I got to pull back. I got to do something. I got to do more. I got to figure out some more things. And so I woke up to a text message from Shanita 2 days ago. She didn't even tell me it was about to happen. And she just sent me a link like, here's your book on Amazon. Here's your book on Barnes and Noble. Here's your book on Walmart. I'm like, oh my God, it's there. So
You know,
this
she sent me she sent me that link too, right?
I love her. And it has been such a journey, like such a journey with this one. I will say that this is the one that I have had to put in the most work and execute the most work. And it took the most tears and the most press and the most research and the most everything. And I am elated. So alongside with the authorship, I am a professional MC and a speaker and a dance fitness instructor when I can get that in every now and then. But that has suffered a little bit. So I have a few little extra pounds on me. When you see me in a couple weeks, you're going to be like, oh, okay, so I see you.
Girl, we all got a couple extra pounds. We're too busy to do what we're supposed to be doing.
Honey, when I tell you that gym has been lacking. But yes, my baby is out, and it is called Overstanding the Game. GAME is an acronym for Getting Above the Miseducation. It is the ultimate cheat code and guide to winning and leveling up in your relationship with your gamer. There have been so many people waiting on this book. I've been talking about this book for probably well over a year. I believe I was talking about it at the last February experience, even in Houston, and people are literally just waiting to get their hands on this book. And now it is officially ready, and I am so happy because for those of you who do know me, and for those of you who don't, my name is Shartia Love Jones for a reason. My company is the Love Jones Alliance because I believe in love. I believe in self-care. I believe in learning yourself the proper way and facing yourself in the appropriate moments and being very authentic and organic with yourself so that you can then put out your best foot forward. So then you can let others know how to love you. If you don't love yourself, how are you expecting other people to love you? How are you expecting to really move forward in life and your passion? So love is everything to me. And so Jones is my real last name. So Love Jones, I had to do a play on that, right? And so pouring love back into these homes with families who, Shanita, hey! That's my publisher, y'all. Showing others how to build that relationship with their gamer and bridge that gap is very important to me. And it is truly a heartfelt sentiment because I went through it. This is not just something I just woke up and was like, oh, let me write about this. No, I lived it. I lived the tough moments with my own child. I lived I'm frustrated because all he wants to do is play the game and I don't know what to do. I lived my relationship with my child is very stagnant and I pride myself on having a connection with my son. And what am I going to do? And I figured it out. And so I woke up one day after realizing like, oh my God, our relationship is growing, is getting better. We're doing game dates. Now we're playing the game together. I'm understanding him. He's understanding me. He's teaching me stuff. And God was like, you got to share this with the world though. Like you can't keep this to yourself because there's so many people going through this and not just with their child, but with their significant other. And, while writing this book, I learned that so many relationships suffer and have ended, even, because of this problem, this issue. And I don't even want to
Right.
say problem. I want to say area of
Yeah.
opportunity, because it's
There
an
you
area of
go.
opportunity to get better. And so when I started cultivating and building it, it just kept growing and things just kept coming to me. It's literally a textbook. Like, it's a textbook. This book is 180 pages,
Wow. That is a
and
textbook.
yes, and the things that I've poured into it, there are theories that I created, as an educator. I created theories, I've embedded social emotional learning features and benefits and tools and knowledge and information about the history of gaming and game ratings. And, so someone can pick up this book that says, I have no idea about gaming at all. And they can pick up this
Right.
book and begin to get better, begin to learn more. And, and then there are some tips and tools in there that will help you begin to bridge that gap. And Shanitha always tells me, of course, she's my publisher, but she's like, I looked at one tip and tried it with my daughter, and our relationship changed from one tip. That was
Wow.
one tip. Not all the tips, not all the details, not all the strategies, not the theories, not the history. She tried one thing. And those are the stories that I can't wait to hear about. How, oh my gosh, I
That's
can't believe
awesome.
that you're actually having a good time, or I'm learning more. And so, yeah, I'm so excited. Like, I'm still processing it. I can't even
Well,
believe, like,
I'm excited about your book because I have a nephew who's a gamer, and I
okay.
know I'm gonna have to get this book for my sister because I know that she was frustrated for a while, and I was like, let's just find ways to cultivate that. If he's going to be a gamer, show him how to make that time into something that's going to be productive. I mean,
Mhm.
there are people out there who are buying $1 million houses just based on what they're doing with the games.
You better come on. They out there making money. They out there making money, baby. And
Yes,
it's possible, it really is. And what we have to understand, the reason I named it Overstanding the Game, is because we don't want to be under anything, honey, except God's covering. But other than that, we don't want to be under, we want to be over, right? So I'm trying to
yes,
change the mindset and cultivate that. And we want to get above the miseducation, because I was miseducated as well. All I would focus on is when he would rage quit, get upset. Now he's screaming. Now him and his boys are arguing on the game. And I'm trying to figure out, well, if you having so much of a rough time and a bad time, why are you playing? So I'm just frustrated, people screaming. And when I finally decided to be like, okay, what is this all about? And when we started to bridge the gap, he was following someone that would always scream and yell. And I'm like, why he's so loud? Like, cut the TV down. Do you know that I found out that after every single time that person would go live or put up his YouTube, he had a scripture at the end? He did not
mm,
swear. He did not cuss. He did not body shame, demise, but he was uplifting. He was just a loud YouTuber. You know what I mean? But
wow,
I was like, this is actually okay. I'm let me dig a little bit deeper. And so often as adults or parents or guardians, we think that we know the answer, and we have the
right,
answer because of what we've gone through. Oh, we've always done it that way. So no, that does not make it right. Because we've always done something one way, that does not make it right. That does not make it correct. That does not mean that things can't change. That does not mean that we cannot learn from these scholars. And, I even set an example in my book, like, how many times have you handed your phone to your teenager or your tablet or your iPad and said, fix this, what's wrong? How many times
mm-hmm,
have you handed your remote and was like, fix this, I don't know why this won't get online? Exactly. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
So it's really a great learning tool. And I'm not going to tell you a story. Some people going to have a rough time, because I'm asking people to really put the mirror up to themselves, because
Right.
that's what happens is we always point the finger. They're not listening. They're doing this. They're doing that. First of all, they are going through a lot. Do you
Yes.
understand?
I
I
think we
tell my son
forget that
all the
teenagers
time.
go through things just like adults do. We think just because they don't have a job and they're not taking care of kids, that they don't have worries, and we don't take their worries as seriously. But that's how kids wind up being suicidal. That's how they wind up being
Yes.
depressed. because we don't take their concerns
Yes.
seriously enough.
Yes. They are still children. I know the
Yes.
world I know the world's trying to shove adulthood down their throats. I know they're trying to shove all these options, and they can look at everything, and everything is so right now immediate for them. Everything is online. I say, son, you are a hero. I tell my scholars that all the time when I get into the schools. I'm like, you all, I couldn't have survived this time. Like, y'all, everything is online. You can't do anything in private. People make fun of you with the drop of a dime.
Yep.
These scholars are so rude, and they're so hard on each other, and therefore they're hard on themselves internally. Even the ones that are doing the bullying like tactics, they're just insecure, and they're
Right.
worried about looking cool and all of this. And I'm just like, listen to your child.
Amen.
Listen to your child, because
Well,
we think that things don't matter. And just like it mattered to you when you were a child, when you were in
yes.
high school, when you were in junior high, when you were in elementary school,
I
even
think we
though it
forget
is,
we were teenagers at one time.
and there are times when I have to apologize to my son, and I do it. Like, son, I'm sorry. Mommy's having a rough day. I did not mean to, snap out or be snippy or whatever the case may be, because I honor my son as
Right.
a person. I let him know when I need to be corrected, and I correct myself in front of him, letting him know that it is okay to be human. It is
Yes.
okay to own responsibility in your actions. And in doing so, I had to also apologize for not taking the time to do what I needed to do in that time sooner, because I don't want to say it went on for a long time, but it was definitely at least a year. It was
Wow.
around COVID, and we're in the house together. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, I just couldn't stand being in the house and being like, oh, he gonna wake up. All he gonna want to do is get on the game. He ain't gonna want to eat. He ain't gonna want to do nothing. He ain't gonna want to talk. He ain't gonna want to go. And it really blossomed so much that I ended up taking my son to DreamCon.
Well, let me ask you this. Because you are an educator, and I do know how close you are to your son. Do you think that for a long time you may have missed a lot because you felt like, hey, I have a good relationship with my son. I'm an educator. I already know this. And when did you realize that you were missing some things? And then how did
Yeah,
you change that?
that is a very, very good question. 100%. So, being not only an educator, but a motivational speaker, it is trying when your son is not listening, and you can get other people to listen. But you know how it is. Your mom could tell you something, your dad, you could hear from someone different. And now you're like, oh, I got it. Right.
Yes.
And I realized that I needed to do something different when he entered high school. So I actually had to pull back from education, because I realized that I've been pouring into so many families and so many scholars, and I always worked super far from home, that there were moments that I was missing with my own child. And I said, when he goes to high school, I'm not going to be able to do a full-time schedule. I can't be gone from 6 to 6 anymore. Like, that is not an option for me. This is my only baby. You feel me? Like, I don't have any other children. This is my only baby. And I said, something's not right, so I got to figure it out.
Right.
And it really was the moment when I felt like I wasn't bonding with him that woke me up, because I spent nights crying, trying to figure out, what am I doing wrong as a parent? What is going on? Why can I connect? I can connect to so many people. What is wrong? And that was the defining moment when I said, I have to do something different. I am not doing something correct, and I have to hold myself accountable. And if I don't do it, it won't be done. I can't just keep harping on the because I said so. That doesn't
Right.
matter. I can't keep
Right.
harping on the praying without working, because we can pray as much as we want, but if we don't start to move and go and do and try to change and try to put some work behind that prayer, nothing will happen. God, yes, gives us grace and mercy, but I'm just saying, you got to do the work. You have to do
You're
the
right.
work. And that's why I'm saying some of these guardians are going to be like, ooh, she kind of hitting a point. And I even say that in my book, like, if at any time that you feel like it's a lot that I'm saying, it's okay. because it's a lot sometimes when we recognize that we have to change. It's a lot on us sometimes when we recognize that we have to do the shifting. It's not them, it's me. And when that happens, sometimes it's difficult to digest, like, man, I kind of been messing up. Oh my gosh, it's tough to swallow. I know, because I've been there. And I say, hey, if it's too much, just take a pause. You can pause whenever you want in this book. You can take a pause and break, go to the journaling area, write what you're feeling, and get back to it. But understand that we're going to do some work in this book, baby, because it's not
funny,
just
though,
your child.
Because my daughter's not a gamer, but I see so many parallels in what you're saying with what I went through with my daughter. Because there were times when I felt like, hey, I'm mentoring everybody, I'm doing for the community, I'm including my daughter in what I'm doing, but she still felt that there was a disconnect. There were some times where she just wanted her mom to herself.
That's it.
And that was something I had to realize. And I wish I realized it when she was younger, but I thought we were good when she was younger.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, there were some things that I just really had to sit and listen to her and realize that I had missed the mark in some places.
Yeah. And I did too. And I'm grateful, for his father for being so awesome. We're really good teammates in this, but at the end of the day, we own things. And when we own things, life can really shift. And that's what I recognize is like, you know what? I dropped the ball. So my mentor would say, so now what? Like, so, okay, you got it. So now what? Like, you're going to sit in it. You're going to stay there. You're going to shift. How are you going to make it better? So now what?
Right.
And I just kept asking myself, so now what? And praying, so now what? And then I got the answer. And the awesome thing about the day that our life changed is that God ordained this moment and this book for the world, because I didn't know why I hit record before I did what he told me to do. And I literally have that conversation on my phone, which is why I was able to break the book down and use live examples and quotes, and why my son was such a strong and key factor in the book. He wrote the foreword. And
your son wrote the foreword to the book. So you can't just gloss over that now. That's huge.
He did. He's a huge part. Like, I asked him, I'm like, son, I hope you're ready for interviews and all of this, because you are a really huge part in this book. Like, this book doesn't exist without you. Not this one. Maybe book 1, not book 2 either, because that was prayers for your child from head to toe. But book 3, not without you. And he wrote the foreword. He has been very involved and engaged. I had an event in November where I honored some people who have been really amazing to me in my life during some of these tough moments that I've experienced, just overall. And my son told me at my event in March, he was like, Mom, I loved your event and I want to speak at your next event. Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay. So we hosted my event. Him and I, that was it. I was the host. He was the actually, he was the host. I was the co-host. Let me just be clear, because when I handed him the mic, and let me tell you, I had no idea what he was going to say. I didn't say, what are you talking about? I didn't say, run it down. I didn't say, run it across. I was so busy. 1, I didn't have time. And 2, I didn't want to put that pressure on him. I wanted him to speak from the heart. I wanted him to tell whatever he wanted to tell. When I tell you, I gave him that microphone and I couldn't even pick it up after. Drop the mic. He inspired a room full of adults better than I could have.
Nice.
A sold out event. He inspired, adults were in tears after he inspired them. I'm like, I'm in tears. I'm crying. I'm like, oh my God. So he's a motivational speaker as well.
So there are a lot of things that he did pick up from you.
He did. He really, really did. Hey, Pumpkin.
Yeah,
Yes.
we have the people on. They turning out for this interview.
I'm trying to see how I can see, because it tells me to stream this to my audience, but I'm scared to hit the button. Like I don't want to disappear up off of it. So
Girl,
I'm just gonna
no,
sit.
stream this to your audience. It's not gonna do
I don't know
anything.
if I'm connected though. Let me see. Oh, it's asking me to log in. Girl, that'll take me. I don't know that S word.
Okay, just share the show to your page later.
I'll just share it. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. But so you can see people. I can't see the. Oh, let me see comments. Oh, I see the comments. Hey, y'all. What's up, y'all?
Oh my goodness, you are hilarious.
Oh my gosh. Y'all, I love y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Oh my gosh. Y'all gonna make me cry now. Y'all know I'm the most sensitive, strongest person on earth. God made me soft and strong at the same time.
Oh, I couldn't think of it. Yeah, y'all are like that, because when the first year y'all came, my boyfriend apparently made y'all cry.
Honey. Oh, I love y'all. I can't wait to get to them cookies. Let's start there. Okay. Let's just repeat them cookies. If y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody about those cookies. Her boyfriend gets down on what? I will be excited when I get picked up, and I usually have a little treat waiting. Okay. But yeah, he's just, I bond really, really well with genuine people. And God has blessed me with the spirit of discernment. I don't always listen to it, I'm gonna be clear, but when I do, I know genuine people. I know people who really care. I know people who really have the spirit of love on them, and concern and empathy. And your significant other is phenomenal, just like your family, the rest of your family, your mom, and everyone who I've met, your daughter. And like I just love that, like just feeling wanted, because that's really what we all want. We really all just want to love and be loved, whether we admit it or not. And when you are feeling wanted and invited and welcome, it's amazing, to feel that way. So I got you. I'm gonna bring you some cookies back, girl. Unfortunately, I will miss the first day. However, it's an unfortunate but a fortunate, because my son is in a play. So I am going to his play the first night, and then I am not going the rest of the nights. When I'm that mom that's at every show.
Right.
And I don't care if I've seen it 10 times. I'm coming to every show, and I
pour into your creative child. I said that at the beginning of the show. If your child has an interest in the creatives, do not talk them out of it because you think they're not going to make enough money, or it's a waste of time, or whatever it is. You never know what that talent is going to do and how that talent is going to take root. So just continue to support your kids. I mean, my daughter was an actress as well. She's no longer acting, but when she was at a play, I was at the play. If I wasn't in the audience, I was backstage helping out, but I was going to be at that play. So I feel you. When you told me you weren't going to be able to make the first day because your son had a performance, I was like, hey, I'm not mad. I understand.
I'm telling you, I was like, son, first I had to ask him if he, I think I just streamed to YouTube. I don't know, but we're going to see. I think I just asked him, like, son, I think I did. It was like, join your YouTube. People gonna be like, yeah, she's on YouTube. I said, son, do you mind if I don't go to every night, but I'll make sure someone is there. I'll make sure I tell people to support. And I've already gotten like 4 people like, oh, I'll go. And so he was like, no, mom, I get it. He knows that I go to this every year. And I said, I knew your play was going to fall on the weekend. So I'll be there Saturday morning. So running into the first school, I think I land at 9. So I'll be flying in. I'm going to just.
You mean Friday morning? You'll be here Friday morning.
Yes, Friday morning.
Okay. And you're going to go to the first school.
Yeah. I'm gonna head straight over there.
Okay. Because Mark wanted to know, he said, are you going to be able to be there for the school visits?
Yes. I might be running a little bit tardy with a little airplane bag, but
did I tell you what schools we were going to?
I read it. I don't remember them. So you want to tell me?
So remember last year when we went to the coffee event, And there was a lady there who said, well, why aren't you visiting any Prince George's County schools? I said, well, because the Prince George's County schools didn't invite us. Well, I'm inviting you to my school. And remember, we went to that school at the last minute the next day?
We
That
did,
was her
yes.
school.
The one that
So,
we added on and was like,
yes,
okay, we're gonna go to this one too.
yes.
Okay. Okay.
So she went. So this year she contacted me ahead of time, and not
Mm-hmm.
only said she wanted us to come back to her school, but then she added a second school. So we
Oh,
are visiting two junior high schools or middle schools.
okay.
And the first school that we go to, they're feeding us breakfast. They're gonna take care of
Oh,
us, and they're bringing a
okay.
whole
Now,
lot more kids out.
if I mix breakfast, I need y'all to put me a little something to the side. Okay, just put me a
Don't
little.
worry, because the second school we go to is providing us lunch.
Yes, girl. Being eating, we just get along way too well. I just got
I
to
know
put that
that's
extra
right.
time in there. Yes,
And
I'm
we are
excited.
going to leave the school in enough time to get to Barnes and Noble and get set up.
Okay.
So we will not be late to Barnes and Noble this year.
Oh yes, I remember. Like we don't want that to happen.
Look, the manager was calling me, Rhonda, where are y'all at?
Where y'all at? We down the street eating. Where y'all at? We over here eating is what we do.
So yes, this will not happen. We will be on time, and
Yes,
we're
love
going to
that.
have transportation that's going to take us to the different locations so we can
Okay,
travel together. We don't have to worry about looking for parking. We don't have to worry
okay.
about people getting separated because of the traffic. We good this year.
Man, and when I tell you I love that Barnes and Noble experience,
Yes.
that if I couldn't make, we were definitely eating. Weren't we eating, honey? We were eating it. Um, when I tell you that I absolutely love that Barnes and Noble experience, and Tori is actually someone I met at your event, Reborn
Yes.
the book series. I met her last year and we bonded instantly. I know I'm jumping around, but I got to give her props. And so I finally decided to take my love, passion, and presentations and seminars and change it into a curriculum. And so I had my first self-love experience classroom edition. And she was in my class. She's one of my graduates. So I
I
actually
saw
had,
that
yeah,
when y'all announced that. I was like, oh, look at that. I was so
yeah,
happy with we connected.
yes.
Both of
And
you are
so,
amazing. I love both of y'all. Y'all are like my sisters for real, in case y'all didn't know.
yes, 100%. So I'm probably gonna just bring her diploma and her medallion with me because I haven't
Oh,
even
that's
sent it off to
nice.
her. So yeah. Um, but yeah, I just love that Barnes and Noble experience. You know, the first time you see someone grab your book, want you to sign it in Barnes and Noble, and then go, purchase your book, and you see like live, like, oh my gosh, like I don't care if I sold 2 books, like you just purchased my book from Barnes and Noble. You know what I'm saying? And I love the panel that we do in the beginning. And it's just an awesome experience. Like a lot of times I really just have to pause and thank God for the experiences that I've had thus far in my life. So I don't take them for granted, because
Yes.
everyone can't say that they're an author and they've had people listen to them and then purchase their books from Barnes and Noble. And Barnes and Noble, the
Right.
whole staff is so amazing. I love them. Like they're so helpful
They
and
are.
supportive and just edifying and celebratory for us, like rooting us on. It's an experience. It really is. It's an experience. Like I just got chills and almost emotional. Like it really, really is. And so I was like, it's so much going on, and I'm not gonna tell a story. It is it's a little tough for me getting down there this year. I'm not gonna lie. It's
Mm.
tough, just on multiple levels. It's a push. But I said I'm doing it. Like I'm gonna go, I'm gonna push, I'm gonna represent for the She family. And I'm gonna get to it, because I cannot, miss this event. So I'm
And
just
it means a
grateful.
lot to me. And this is why I work so hard to make sure that it's a good experience for everybody, because it's not lost on me what people invest, not just financially, but emotionally and everything else to get here.
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
I don't want you ever to come here and feel like you wasted your time. So I'm always going to try to give you the very best when you come here.
And you do. You and your loved ones. You know, you all definitely show up and show out for us. And
Thank you.
you know, I was in a fashion show last year. I said, "Oh, you gonna put me in some clothes? And you want me to walk?"
You bought that outfit, didn't you?
Honey, you know I'm 5'10". I'm about to do this. I'm almost 6 feet tall. We about to do this walk. Um, and so yeah, it's just it's always something fun. Like I said, it's always challenging. Like I walked in there that day thinking, oh, I'm about to set my table up and enjoy the experience. And it was like, no, you want a model? Oh, yeah, sure. Let's go. You know, and you gotta, you know, we've been taught in many facets, especially with blue and white. You gotta stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
Amen.
And you know, we do it. You know, we figure it out. You know, we figure it out. Whatever we got to do, we figure it out. You know, something happens, figure it out. What are you going to do? You're going to figure it out. And I just love figuring it out with a team of like-minded, loving, amazing individuals, from the males, the females, you know, family, the guests. You know, it's awesome moving as a unit. You know, there's
Yes.
nothing like a unit. And that's what I told, you know, I asked God, I said, Lord, I'm doing a whole lot over here alone. And he said, you need a team. And I have to start opening my mouth. And so
Yeah.
preparing
I
for
tell
this
you,
year,
my team has been a blessing to me.
I
Like
bet.
I have my producer on right now who's been taking care of all the comments, because when I first started this show, I was doing this the whole time,
The
trying to
whole
do it
time. Oh,
all.
I'm already knowing. Like, dag, I miss saying hi to that person. You know, like you
Right.
need a moderator, somebody to help you so you can not do all the things, you know. And
Absolutely. So I
and I
have
have,
Daniel. I have
hey
I
Daniel,
have my social media folks.
hey
I have
social
my
media,
assistant who sent you the email. You know?
hey assistant. I speak all
Yes.
that over my life, honey, because I need it. I said I'm gonna have to hit some of these colleges and ask for some of these interns this summer.
Yes.
Something. But I'm grateful because after my last event, excuse me, I had at least 4 people. Like, what do you need? Like,
That's beautiful.
I'm here. Like, what do you need? Like, stop thinking that I don't have time. Stop thinking that I can't help. What do you need? And I was like, guess what? If I didn't know delegating then, I'm certainly going to learn it for 2025,
Come
because
on.
I won't be doing all that on my own anymore, ever.
Yeah, you can't do it on
Yeah,
your own. There's too much that I mean, I still feel like I'm doing a lot now. So I'm like, if I didn't have my team, how much would I be doing then?
absolutely. Absolutely.
Mhm.
100%. You like, how was I even moving and going and shifting with all of
Right,
that?
exactly. But
A lot of moving
Shartia,
parts.
girl, we gotta end the show. It's 8 o'clock.
I know. You know we could talk all day. This could go on forever. It'll be horizons into the horizon.
You are hilarious.
You know
Well,
I'm silly.
I want to thank you for one, being on the show tonight, for two, being a part of the Black History Month Literary Weekend, and three, just being my sister, because sometimes, like I said, just like you said, we might make a phone call with each other because we have to talk business, but all of a sudden we're just pouring into each other.
That's
And
it.
I really value that. And last year I was so stressed, and I'm never going to forget how you all just embraced me, and we prayed together. I'm telling
Yes.
you, that's what kept me going. So
Wow.
I want to thank you for that. I mean, that I will never forget that. That meant so much to me. And I'm looking forward to seeing you again. I can't wait.
I am looking forward to seeing you, and you keep being great. Thank you everyone who has watched the show, who have watched the show. I'm sorry, my brain is popped a little bit. I literally was in a training class for 8 hours. I don't even know how I came up with the words tonight. Yes, I do. Yeah, he had me because I pray
Yeah.
like, I don't know what I'm gonna sound like, Lord, because you know my brain is tired. But it is always amazing being in your atmosphere. And so thank you for the platform, because I'm gonna share it. Yeah, I'm just excited. I'm excited about being down there and about new things. I'm excited about newness. This is the
Yes.
year. This is open doors. This is a change in tax brackets. This is the year of manifestation. This is the year of overflow. This is the year that we are going to really experience signs and wonders and miracles. And I'm here, and I look forward to moving forward in a team building and loving capacity, which is so Aurora. You are awesome.
Thank you so much. I think that's a great way to end the show, girl. I love you. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep pouring into people,
Thank you.
because you've been a blessing to so many, and I
Oh,
just want to see you continue to do that. So I will
thank
see
you.
you in a couple of weeks, and
Yes.
until then, may God continue to bless you and pour
Oh,
into you.
I receive it. I receive it. Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Bye. Love
All right.
y'all. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye. All right, y'all. That was an emotional but wonderful way to end the show. Thank you all for being a part of the Horizons Author Lounge. Thank you for supporting the Black History Month Literary Weekend and Meet the World Image Solutions. Remember, you still have time to get that $10 discount on your tickets. The link is in the chat. So just click on the link, purchase your ticket. I really want to see you there. As you can see, this is going to be an amazing, beautiful event, but it'll be even more beautiful if you were there. So that's all I have for tonight, guys. God bless you. Have a wonderful evening and good night.